All day today happens to be about the H-1B visa. It's become a super sensitive issue today. After banning the entry of citizens of 7 Muslim countries into the US, President Trump is now expected to sign an executive order which could directly affect Indian workers, especially in the infotech sector. Donald Trump is expected to sign an order strangulating the H-1B visa scheme, which allows thousands of foreign nationals, mostly 70% of that scheme includes Indian software professionals, to work in technical fields, mostly information technology and services in the United States. Millions of these visas are given out. In 2016, 1 million of those visas were just for Indians. And all of that could now be affected.
1 billion US dollars. This huge amount is what Indians working in America contribute to the United States every year. 5 billion US dollars is what the Indian IT industry's tax contribution to America every year. But if the newest president of the United States of America has his way, this huge financial pipeline might soon dry up. Donald Trump is reportedly mulling an executive order to make the H-1B visa norms harsher, making it more difficult for foreigners to get jobs in America, especially in the IT industry. An H-1B visa is a non-immigrant visa that allows US firms to hire foreigners in occupations that require technical expertise. But President Trump is not alone. Even a Democrat legislator has tabled a bill in the House of Representatives seeking stricter norms for issuance of the H-1B visa. Some provisions include doubling of the minimum wage to $130,000 to make hiring of foreigners much more expensive. Spooked by the developments, IT stocks witnessed a meltdown, plunging by as much as 10% in trade. The Indian government conveyed its concerns to the American administration. Amid the fear, some in the industry are hopeful.
These people were going there because they were doing a needed service, and they were contributing to the competitiveness and effectiveness of US companies. So I think the medium-term outlook for companies in the US is poorer as a result of the H-1B initiative.
The United States Labor Department estimates a shortage of over 400,000 computer professionals by 2022. How does the Trump administration hope to fill this huge vacancy if the biggest recruitment pool is out of bounds? And more pertinently, how will this step help to make America great again? Bureau Report, India Today.
I want to bring in senior journalist with Hindustan Times, Pramit Pal Chaudhary, for an expert view on this. He's in touch with the External Affairs Ministry and the government and has written extensively about the developments as well. Pramit, good evening and thank you for being with us late this evening on India Today. What are you making of this, Pramit, this possibility that the H-1B visa could be strangulated and it could seriously affect the manner in which Indians go to work in the United States, principally software workers and IT professionals?
Well, I'm not surprised, because so far every executive order and decision made by Donald Trump has been to cater to the demands of the white working class that put him into power. And H-1B visas in particular had been one of their chief grouses, because they believed, rightly or wrongly, that these were effectively denying jobs to Americans. H-1B by itself is largely symbolic. There are only 60,000 visas are issued every year right now. We get about 40,000 of them.
Right.
The L visa category is actually much more important to India's IT industry. Those are intercompany transfers. So far, there has been no indication that they will target the L visa. That is actually going to affect Indian IT companies a lot more than the H. H-1B visas have gone up and down in the past. And this is not the first time that they've been constricted and expanded. So the game really is not up to India to decide, because it's up to America to decide what visas they want to give. It's really the American IT industry that has to do the lobbying. And that is going to be what we'll have to wait for.
Okay,
if we see an economic boom in America over the next year or 6 months, that demand among the American IT industries that we need to have these people be
Yes.
brought into the country.
All right, so the onus will be on those American IT companies and services companies. They'll have to make the case for this executive order not putting a squeeze on the H-1B and the L visas, as Pramit Pal Chaudhary just clarified there here on India Today. Pramit, thanks so much for taking the time out and giving us your views on that story. It's a big story. It affects thousands, if not millions, of Indian workers now, and potentially those who are looking to work in the United States, and software companies who want to send Indian IT professionals to the United States. A huge contributor to the Indian economy, the US economy, and of course the global economy as well. If you have been, thanks for watching 11 Live here on India Today. The news continues on the other side of this very short break.